What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys so very much. Over 1,400 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so, so very much. And yes, we're still living a bit of a quarantine life. Dealing with some COVID-19, but that doesn't mean that, we can't still pay attention to what's going on around us. So my buddy Susie Suleiman from the NRS. Hey, Susie.
Hey, how are you, Ash?
I am great. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for joining us. So, Susie, what part of the country are you holding down right now?
I am in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Ooh, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What kind of weather you guys have out there?
So I think fall finally is starting to peak around the corner. It's been very, very hot. It's been pretty dry with the exception of the last couple of days, but there has been some relief, and the evenings are starting to get a little bit cool, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that transition into fall.
Gotcha. All right, so Susie, what is the National Retail Solutions, and what kind of services do they offer?
Oh, great. So National Retail Solutions is primarily a point-of-sale vendor for the inner-city independent merchant. And when I talk about a point-of-sale vendor, if we go into a grocery store, convenience store, and we are, buying our products, when that product is scanned, it is using a point-of-sale system. And NRS has developed a very specific point-of-sale system for the independent merchant to really allow them to have the capabilities and the services to be able to compete with the big box retailers.
Wow. So you guys are really kind of taking over a lot of like the bodega type stores and those inner city markets.
That's exactly right. We're deeply penetrated in the metro market areas. When you think about our store types, they're your bodegas, your corner stores, your neighborhood markets, those mom and pop kind of stores that are so important to to individuals that are living in those inner cities.
Gotcha. So how does this benefit the consumers?
Well, that's a great question. So from a shopper perspective, when I think about, going into a bodega or a corner store, these are stores that are visited typically by individuals that live in very close proximity. They might be coming into that store, every day or a couple of times a week because that store also serves sort of as a pseudo for their pantry.
Right.
So our system is giving retailers the ability to really better monitor their business so they can stay in stock of the items that that we want when we walk in those stores. I'm sure you as well as myself, if I'm making a shopping trip, I go in to buy something, and it's out of stock, I become very frustrated.
Yeah.
So it certainly helps that merchant make sure that they are in stock of the products that their shoppers want. In addition to that, each of our systems is integrated with a loyalty program and the ability to offer promotions and discounts from the manufacturers, from the brands, direct to consumers. So we're really allowing that merchant to offer money off and different types of promotions to the consumer that otherwise they wouldn't be able to offer. So it's giving then that shopper the opportunity to buy product that is on a price discount or some other type of a promotion, and again making sure that those items are in stock.
Gotcha. So currently, what markets are you guys in?
So we are a national company. We actually just crossed over our 12,000th installation since our inception. We've been around for only about 5 years. The first 2 years we're really building out this very nuanced point-of-sale system. But we are in 152 DMAs and 45 states. Where we have most penetration is, those top DMAs where there's a high density of of residential population. So your New York City area,
right?
Newark, San Francisco, Atlanta. You're in the Atlanta area, is that right?
I am,
yeah.
yes.
So Atlanta, Miami, where you really think about the metro, the metropolitan areas, and where there are large neighborhoods within the metro area of people who live there, right? Who people are living in your high rises, and they're staying close to home as far as their shopping habits, particularly now with COVID, with people working from home and studying from home. It really changed the dynamic of the marketplace, and we're seeing a incredible increase in traffic to our stores, as well as an increase in dollar sales being run through our stores.
Yes. So what type of insights have you guys seen since the pandemic hit?
Well, some of the things that we've seen you can expect, right? The increase in your household product categories, like paper goods and your toilet paper and paper towels. Increases in antibacterial types of disinfectants, over-the-counter medicines, things like that, where a shopper might have previously gone and taken a Saturday trip on a couple of buses over to Costco to stock up on things like that. We're seeing more sales through our categories of those essential items. In addition, we saw a huge lift in baking staples and cooking types of ingredient and supplies. But on a packaged goods category perspective, from thinking about food and beverage, the one category that really stands out is adult beverages or alcohol. The stores that sell alcohol in our stores, or the stores that sell alcoholic products, are really seeing a lift in those sales, beer, wine, seltzer, liquor, because people aren't going out to bars and restaurants for that consumption. And again, they're staying close to home, running down to the bodega or the market, and picking up a 6-pack of beer or a 12-pack of beer or a bottle of wine or their liquor of choice. So we've seen really high increases in adult beverages as one example. There's other categories, of course, that have benefited as well. And Ash, particularly this summer, this has been such an unusual summer for everybody, not just because of the pandemic, but it has been so ridiculously hot, like record-breaking temperatures. Has it been hot in Atlanta as well?
Oh, yeah. It's been blazing. It's been blazing down here in the south,
Right. So our stores are seeing this perfect storm kind of response to the behavior changes that have been inflicted on us because of COVID, staycations, and staying close to home. But also these temps have been really oppressive and driving, again, an increase in beverage products, even non-alcoholic beverage products. Our sports and energy drinks saw a 32% increase over last year, same period, in June and July. Ice cream saw a 25% increase in sales over the same period last year. So people are coming into those stores looking to get refreshed as well while they're staying close to home. But you know what was super surprising, Ash?
What?
Candy sales, particularly chocolate. While not surprising in terms of, hey, I need a candy bar. I want to get a comfort food. It's really stressful. I need an escape, and I'm going to go and select my favorite candy bar to give me that immediate gratification. But usually, particularly in record-breaking years where you have record-breaking temps, chocolate sales really fall off because it melts fast, melts in your hand, and things like that. So we were expecting this year, particularly, to see those chocolate numbers fall off and candy sales fall off, as we've seen in prior years. But that is not the case. The dynamics associated with COVID were actually counter-affecting the summer temps on candy. And it's hard to believe, but July candy sales were actually higher than February or December. when you have Valentine's Day and the winter holidays. Who would have thought that? And by double digits.
Yeah.
So not even just by a little bit. So July was a bigger month for chocolate sales in those inner city stores and those inner city merchants than the Valentine's Day holiday or even the Christmas holiday. Isn't that surprising?
That is insane. Wow. That's something else. That's shocking, especially like the holiday season. Well, I don't know. It's just this pandemic has just shifted so many things in so many ways. And the fact that, like you said, we're having record-breaking just hot temps just all over, especially on the East Coast and the East Side. That the fact that like candy sales are up, really?
I know, but it is comfort food, right? It is, and it's a reward, and we're all just trying to do the best that we can, and we're living in really stressful times, and grabbing that candy bar for instant gratification is a little way of treating ourselves, and we're seeing, we're definitely seeing that happen. There's no doubt about that.
And what you were saying also, it just makes a lot more sense because, people are not trying to go out and party. They're not going out to the major warehouses to get foods and stuff. If they want to get little snacks and stuff for them and the kids, they would go to the corner store. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Versus
and it's also super important, particularly for your listeners, to think about these stores as an option for some of the essential products. So while you still might be having a hard time finding toilet paper or antibacterial soap at the supermarket or the mass merchandiser or the club store, if you have a bodega or corner store that's nearby, go into that store. You would be amazed at the product selections that they have, but also how well in stock they are able to keep some of these essential categories that a lot of the other big box stores are really struggling with. So that's a little tip for people, and I don't think a lot of people just immediately think, hey, I'm going to go into the bodega to look for antibacterial soap or to look for cold and cough syrup. But it is a great destination for those products, and they have an assortment, and they typically have products in stock.
Wow. That is awesome. Susie, it's been an honor. It's been awesome having you on the program today. Thank you so much for joining us. And thanks for dropping all those nuggets on us. But also, if there's a store out there that may be similar to one of those type of stores, one of those bodegas, one of those convenient marts, and they want to get involved with you guys, how do they need to contact you?
Right. So I would suggest that they visit our website, which is NRS, N as in Nancy, R as in Richard, S as in Sam, PLUS.com. And there's lots of information on the website, including a form that you can submit for additional information about our systems and, the value that we deliver to the merchant and then their respective customers.
I love it, love it, love it. Susie, keep doing some good work. Doing some awesome work out there. And definitely keep us informed. You are more than welcome back on the show when there's more announcements, because I'm sure as we're getting into holiday season, there's definitely going to be a lot more stuff going on. So we'll definitely.
Absolutely. I appreciate that, and I will take you up on that. And you as well. You keep doing the great work you're doing with your podcast and really just getting good information out to your listeners that really makes a difference.
I appreciate that, Susie. And I thank each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Bye, guys.